Hi, it's Paris from Epic Reviews, a tech channel, and people have been asking me what's the battery life of that Surface Pro. Well, I haven't run it all the way down yet. I've been plugging it in off and on. The longest I went, I think, was a day and a half without plugging it in, and it got down to about 50%, but I don't know how much I used it. So anyway, I'm going to do a thorough rundown battery test now. It's completely charged, been charged up for, since this morning, I think. So it's completely charged at 100%. I'm going to disconnect it. And then I'm going to go through what I might normally use it for in a given day. I'm going to watch an hour of Netflix, going to play an hour of StarCraft, going to watch maybe a half hour of YouTube, The Daily Show and a couple of videos, maybe a half hour on the App Store, seeing what new apps are out there, downloading them, trying them out. And then the remainder of the time, which I'm anticipating will be somewhere between 2 and 3 hours of just using it for stuff, going to websites, reading things, sending email, that sort of stuff. So I'll just have it with me out in the living room watching TV and, you know, keeping it, doing something or another, but probably not paying full attention to it. So that's a reasonable usage pattern, I think. I never sit and watch 5-6 hours of video, so that's the time it will last with that really isn't a concern to me or to most people, I think. The only time it's going to matter is if you're on a plane, and then, well, what are you going to do? You're not going to buy a different computer just because you get to watch an hour more of a video on a flight a few times a year. So I'm anticipating it'll take 5 to 6 hours to run down to, it hibernates itself or whatever it does when it gets down to the very lowest point. So I'll stay up and get an accurate time on how long it actually lasts. So I'm making a note of the time, and I'm going to pull the power cord off, start up my Netflix movie, and I'll be back in a few hours. Well, the test is done. I unfortunately didn't have to stay up that late. It conked out at 9:18, and I started the test at 5:25, which means the total battery time was 3 hours and 53 minutes. Sort of disappointing. I didn't even get to playing the StarCraft. I watched an hour of Netflix, and then I did about half hour of, I did the Daily Show and a couple of YouTube videos, so about half hour there. Then it was just general use. I was checking some websites, doing some reading, that sort of stuff. Then went and did a few apps, got the apps for a couple games and this piano thing that you can use on here. So had one of my kids wanted to play the piano thing on it, so that was it. And then I got it back from them, and I noticed it was already telling me only 10% battery life left. You may wish to plug it in, and I said no, keep going. I think the last message was at 5% or 3%, I don't remember. And then after that, there was no more warning. It just poof, just went black, and that was it. So I'm tempted to run the test again, just because I'm actually surprised that it wasn't 5 to 6 hours, which is what I was anticipating. I don't know if it's something I did. I don't know if it's this particular unit. Maybe the battery in this one, you know, doesn't hold quite the charge. I'm not sure what to attribute it to, but I'm just reporting. That's what I used the computer for, and the battery went out. The thing was black. Could not bring it back up for anything other than turning it back on again after I plugged it into the power. And 3 hours and 53 minutes.